Greetings, it is I, Iron Raiden, back yet again, and I just wanted to do this quick little video here just to kind of summarize my thoughts on this past weekend. And of course, this past weekend was the Geeks and Gamers Orlando meetup. There were two separate events. One was an 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. meetup, and there was a bit of a break, and there would be a 2 p.m. and a 4 p.m. Myself and my girlfriend, we attended the 11 to 1 slot, and getting to bring her along this time around because I actually did meet some of the Geeks and Gamers folk back in May during MegaCon. Saw people like Gina Carano and stuff, who was an absolute sweetheart. Saw people, like Jeremy, J, Drunk 3PO. Met even some good folk, locked and loaded Latinos. Be sure to look them up. Very good people. Of course, they attended this time around as well. They are now a part of Geeks and Gamers. Very, very nice couple there. I adore them to death. They're very cool. And of course, Krista Nova was an original mod of hers when she first started out and stuff. Of course, she's grown quite a bit since then, and getting to see her again is always nice. And yeah, I mean, just coming together with this little community of ours. And a lot of people are always going to have their opinions about one thing or another and how people view this. Doesn't always necessarily mean you have to agree with people all the time, of course. But in my general experience in the last 5 years since I've known this community through whatever ups and downs, discourses here and whatever, I mean, I've had a mostly positive experience with these people, especially those I've gotten to know a bit more personally over time. I can appreciate what's been built here with them, and getting to meet them and talk to them more and just, building foundations with one another. You just can't take something like that away. It is what it is. And for me, it's just a really awesome thing, just seeing this very diverse fandom, if you will, come together. Other people I've gotten to know more recently, Wicked Virtue. She has a Twitch channel, Ryan A Force Legacy, who is also an OG mod, along with myself and Krista. Got to talk to them for the first time in person and stuff. So even ones like that, I mean, are just excellent to get the experience. Master of TDS, Writing Raven, two very, very good people, very interesting people, I would say. And it was an absolute pleasure getting to meet them along with everybody else. It's just, with what's been built here over time, I mean, hell, it's how I met my girlfriend doing this whole thing. And there's just been a lot of good that has been coming from that. And so going to these meetups, seeing all these people, it's just an all around good time. I mean, just being able to connect with all these people from around the country or the world even, it's an awesome thing to get to have that. I mean, I've been a very creative mind. I've done my own sort of, things here and there in entertainment, but of course this community in general has pushed me to doing more of my own sort of YouTube thing. And as of late, I definitely have been wanting to diversify what I do on my channel. It's the general pop culture sort of deal, but I'm also kind of labeling it as literal and satirical. So some things may be just me just speaking my mind just straight off, or I might add a little bit more of a comedic spin to it. I've even done a couple of skits on my channel, and that's what I'm about doing. And again, just being surrounded by a community of people who share these common interests, who are all doing their own sort of thing. I mean, the grand scheme of things, I mean, I'm nobody. Right now, I'm only just 120 subscribers. I only usually do videos on the weekend. I would like to do more than that, of course, but right now, that's just kind of, me doing that as it is right now, but just kind of chipping away and just trying to offer as much as I can for people. It's not like anyone's coming up to me asking for my picture and shit. It's like who am I, right? But again, just from even the smaller creators to the bigger creators, it's just a well-rounded group of people for the most part, and I really do appreciate these people and what they've built together, because is kind of a weird thing because culturally speaking, there is a lot of just weird stuff going on, it seems. And you imagine, like, okay, what would things be like if this community wasn't here? If things were, if a lot of stuff wasn't happening, would a lot of this community really exist? Probably not. And so you wonder about that. So, and you may look at the way things are in some areas and you're just like, I'm not really sure how I feel, but you take the good along with the bad. And the good is a lot of these people in this community, a lot of these people that have come together, they have branched off. It's just a giant web of a community. You know, some people are going to know people more than others. And like I said, I'm nobody. I'm just kind of caught in the middle, and I try to support as many people as I can when I can. And that's what it's about. And I appreciate those who I've built my relationships with thus far. I mean, this has changed the course of a lot of our lives in many a ways. And that's something to kind of behold and appreciate. And you may think what you will, but for me personally, I mean, hey, there's been too much good in order to just write that sort of thing off. And so you just kind of have to appreciate that. So, to all of you who I've met, to all those I've talked to those who I've seen for the first time, to those who I've seen again, I appreciate you guys very much so. And hopefully we can just keep this thing going and see where life takes us in the future. But yeah, anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and do it for this video. Thank you very much again for watching. I don't really say like, comment, subscribe. I just like, just do what your thing. Whatever you want to do, all right? Yeah, I'm just me. Iron Raiden. Much love to you all, and keep on grinding. That's all I gotta say. Bye for now.